Good morning, everyone. So we're going to go with fourth time's a charm here. I am using some new screen capture software called Ice Cream. It's making me absolutely crazy, and I think I got it this time, though. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to get your drawing tablet, your Wacom tablet, set up. So the first thing you're going to do is obviously unpack it and then plug it into a USB port. And these are cool because the USB port powers it. Some of the older ones and some of the bigger ones have their own power source. Pardon me, have their own power cord, and it's a little bit of a pain. So these are really nice. So get it hooked up, and then the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Wacom.com /getting started. There it is, /getting started, getting-started /Intuos, and just choose that. Scroll down a little bit and hit download now. Once you get here, you can choose if you're working on a Windows system or a Mac system. I'm on a PC, so I'm going to choose download, and this is going to download. It's going to take a couple of minutes, so we're just going to pause the video. Okay, we're almost downloaded. There it is, and then all you have to do is click on it, and it will extract the files. Then you need to accept the license agreement. It's the only option you have other than not using it. And then you're going to tell it to restart now. I'm going to say restart later because I already have the software installed. Okay, so once that's installed, you can open Adobe Photoshop. And once you're in Photoshop, you should now be able to actually control everything with your pen. So now I'm using the pen tool to move this around, to move the pointer around. So you're going to go to New for a new document, and you're going to pick what size you want. If you haven't used this before, just go here to one of the custom settings. This is custom 8.5 by 11 at 300 pixels per inch. I would just use that for most of the exercises we're going to do in class. You could probably even do the same at like 72 ppi. It's really not going to matter. We're going to see most of this on screen. If you want, you can put in your custom width and height, resolution, and mode if you want. CMYK, which is for print, or RGB, which is for screen use. So I'm just going to pick custom, tell it to create, and there's my new document. So what I'm going to do now is a couple things. So here's the background. We're not going to draw directly on the background. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put in a new layer. So this button right here is going to stick a new page in there for me. I can put in as many as I want. If you don't want them, you can take and drag them to the garbage can. Alright, so I've got layer 1. I'm going to pick the brush tool, and I should now be able to just go ahead and draw, and this should be pressure sensitive. So if I press lightly, I get a light line. Press harder, I get a darker line. If you're not getting any line, check this button right here. This is a black foreground, a white background. If you have it set with a white foreground, you're going to be drawing with a white line. You can see it's getting rid of the black there. So make sure that you have the black foreground turned on. So your brush tool, you can go up here and you can adjust the size of the brush that you're using to change the size. And you can just scroll around and check out any of these different brushes or textures you want. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Oh, it's because of the size. But right now, just go in, play with it, get accustomed to it. And this button up here, make sure that that's checked on too, because it tells Photoshop that you always want to use the pressure sensitivity of the brush. And I think for right now that's going to be everything you need to know. We're going to do some exercises in Photoshop, but I'll make a separate video for how to open the class files and set up new layers and use that. So I hope this works out for you. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to drop me an email and we'll see if we can get you set up.